All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. Whoa. Oh, where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. Oh. Hello. Hey, I restarted it. Is my sound all working? Is it pausing or anything? The stream was having a few problems. Ah, man, my nose itches. It's like that feeling like when you got cats, like when the cat hair gets in your face. Ah. Right there. Eye position. Eye position. It's a real position. Yeah, disk needs to be 0 when it's on the layer that it's on. Position Z. See, that's wrong. This is not right. That's what the lighting's fucked up. Hey, wait a second. I'm screwing something up. This Z. This guy. This. a light position. Think about this. Did anybody else make it back? Hold on a second. Is it rebuffering at all? Or is it smooth now? Cool. Yeah, I think 8,000 was a little too much for my bandwidth. Fuck, man. This is driving me nuts. What am I doing wrong? Some little, again, like just those little concepts you gotta keep in mind of this. Ugh. Got the center of the light, but then you get the light on the layer. Here it is. the light Z. The X and the Y is going to be the same. So we got the light Z. Let's call that something better. Center. Center. Ah, see, that is wrong. That's what's wrong. It's no. Gotta get this one problem sorted. Then I'm just gonna watch TV. It's Saturday night. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. All right, I'm back. Hey, I got to ride my bike today. Multiple times. Ugh. God, I wish I had snacks. No, I don't. That's why I don't buy them, so I don't eat them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's my bathroom. I was riding my bike before. And when I'm done riding the bike, I like to splash water on my face. Doesn't everybody put their bike in the bathroom? If you saw how small this damn apartment is, I said this before. When I moved here, I planned on staying like a few months, and that was it. And it's been years. I don't care. Yeah, I need a bigger place, really. I got too much shit. We had a nice, huge place when I was married and stuff, but then things happen. I like this area, though. I can't. I gotta get Kleenex, man. God, I feel like I got cat hair on my face. How is that possible? Hold on. Oh, I know what it. Well, I was cleaning up and that those boxes had fucking dust on them. That's what's going on. Hey, Jacob, what's up? All right, I gotta get this tonight. I've got to. swear I keep thinking there's something moving in the one webcam. Do you ever leave like a YouTube going? It's like a silent video, and then it goes to one where somebody's talking. Like, 30 minutes later, you're like doing something else, and all of a sudden you hear a voice coming from the other room. Like, what the fuck is that? All right, so the position has the center position of the light. Let me load up that shader. Light.shader. Wow, I can't spell today. Oh, fuck it. It's Saturday. Anybody wants to go in the voice chat? Does anybody want to go in the voice chat? I do. I can't wear this when I put this on. Oh, I gotta go to the other. I hope this doesn't break something. It didn't. Wait. Oh, my mic was muted for this.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, this light layer thing is complicated. Did I tell you how? I forget who I told how it's gonna work.
Not me. I
Well,
think.
remember
Or no, you did tell me.
The first idea was 2 layers, and then I'm like, wait a second, I want spotlights on things like the boss ships and stuff, but I want like real volumetric lighting to affect all the lights to affect the volumetric fog and stuff. And I'm like,
Right.
There's no easy way to do that fast. I'm like, wait a second, there is. Instead of 2 layers, I can have like 4 or 5. and it's all a texture array. So you could basically go like between 0 and 4 for 5 layers, and the layers are interpolated. So basically, you get a Z value to a light intensity.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm trying to do now. Split it into. Well, I'm trying to make it where you can make it any amount of layers because I want to find a sweet spot of how it looks and speed and shit.
Yeah.
But I got something. My thinking is off because I would like if I put 7 layers, it works. If I put 4 layers, it doesn't work. I mean, some of my math is wrong. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I just don't think I don't fix the damn thing. Yeah, it's like you got the render light, which is per layer, but then you got to take into fact you need the center. And it's instance, so you send those instancing data because like if I want to render 256 lights, I don't want each one of them to be a draw call,
Yeah.
So it's like drawing particles. It's all instanced. Ugh. I know it'll work. I messaged Mike. He said he'd be right back. I don't know if he's coming in or not. And I told Keegan too. But he's married, so he's probably doing family things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my God, I rode my bike today. Only like 4 miles. Usually I do like, way more than that. The first big exercise, since like the last time it was warm. It's like I was dying when I came back. I'm like, oh my God, I needed this so bad, but I hope I don't have like a heart attack or something. Mm-hmm. I mean, God, I was like, when I came back, I was like, oh my God. But now that I love that it's warm and I can ride my damn bike, it's so stress relieving.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. There's like a college right next to me. It's like the biggest 2-year college in the whole country. It's like all these so it's like really big, and there's like fountains and sculptures everywhere, and like cool lighting. Like if you ride at night, I would say I did during the day, but it's just cool to ride around. Go see a lot of cool buildings. Then you got this like computer center. I always keep peeking in the window. You can see there's like racks and racks of computers and stuff. Like I want to take a class there.
Is it? You said 2-year college. Does that mean like a community college? Basically?
Yeah, community college. I didn't know the right name. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's one of the biggest ones in the country. We used to go. Me and my friend used to go there. Cause they got like a big like study area where people like study and eat. But they got Wi-Fi. We should walk in there and we'd set up our laptops and just work there just to get out of the, have a change of scenery.
Interesting.
I miss that shit. I don't know. He doesn't want to work on his laptop anymore. I actually need a new laptop. Oh, did somebody message me? Where is it? It says I got a message, but I don't see where. Oh, you're asking what a union is?
Oh, in coding?
Yeah.
I wasn't asking what a union was. I was just asking what that code was actually achieving, because I saw that and I'm like, why are they using union in the way that they're using it there? Because that's C code.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I bet Keegan would know.
Yeah, this Discord server is probably the only server that I know of where there seems to be people who are experts at like low level code and shit like this.
Yeah, I don't talk on any other servers really. A lot of programming ones. It's really weird. You say the wrong thing and people like jump on you.
Well, it depends on who you're talking to as well. It depends. I know there's like the only other Discord server that I know of that has, I think, some like close to low level people on there that can help it's a Discord for a specific I told you about it. It's a C# library called OpenTK, and it basically has bindings for OpenGL, so you can basically do OpenGL code in C#. And so I was on there asking questions, but it seems like there's, if you have a question about OpenGL or OpenTK or something weird's happening, you can ask like a specific question and they'll be able to answer it.
That's cool. That's a cool thing about the internet, man. Back when I was learning how to code, there was magazines that had code examples, like programming magazines. And if you're lucky enough to find a bookstore that sold real programming books, which is hard. There was, you didn't have the internet to look things up on.
Yeah.
Then I really didn't learn a lot until I met my friend Paul Radek, the guy that did like the sound thing for Raptor. Then we wanted to do it for Doom too.
Mm-hmm.
He was my boss at my second job. And me and him used to talk about coding like every night after work. We get off work and I'd call him on the phone and just talk about coding for like years. And then when I went to Texas, I talked to Carmack a lot.
I was actually thinking about. Well, I was thinking about Doom last night, and Carmack came to mind. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking. It was actually something I was like considering asking you because you knew him. But I'm in the middle of something, so I'm gonna finish what I'm doing.
Okay.
Finish what I'm trying to type here before that.
I'm just pondering here.
Okay. What was I thinking to myself last night? Because I was watching there was a video that was recommended to me on YouTube. Like it popped up on the front page. It was some Doom thing, and I don't think it was directly related to it, but it made me think about Doom, and it made me think because Doom always seemed like the theme of the game was like directed towards specific types of people who, were like into extreme metal music or were like extremely emo people, and Carmack doesn't really strike me as one of those types of people.
I think
so
the flavor I think would come from Romero mostly.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm like wondering to myself, how did but the one question I had was like, so one thing I was thinking about was like, so the whole process of creating 3D that Carmack implemented, which became like, because I know and that there were 3D games before Doom, correct?
I think there was like Ultima Underworld. That was like real 3D. It wasn't just like like you're stuck on that one plane like Doom is. Was like real 3D.
Right.
Was still software though.
Nintendo 64, did that come after Doom?
I had a Nintendo 64. I don't know which one I had. I was never into consoles that much, so.
Because I was like, my mind was going, okay, so the Nintendo 64 was 1996, and what did Doom come out?
What was the Nintendo before the 64 then? The Super Nintendo?
Yeah, but
that's what I had. I played Firepower 2000. That was it on that.
Oh, okay.
Which is a shooter.
Super Nintendo. So the Super Nintendo came out in 1990. So
yeah, that makes more sense.
When did Doom first hit the public?
1993.
1993. Okay.
I mean, they started on it. I think around the same time I started on a Raptor.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was already in the hybrid engine. I was making the second sword with something in between. I forget. No, that was before Doom came out.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I just need to get that straight in my head because I was thinking to myself, like, was it the case that PC games, like, if you were building a console that was specialized for a certain, like it was designed for games and not just a general purpose machine, that it was easier for them to create 3D? And so I was assuming that the Nintendo 64 came out before Doom, and so 3D was already like a thing, so it wasn't like Doom was really pioneering, but technically I think it seems like they kind of were pioneering.
Well, in a way, nobody had it that fast before. You could run it full screen and,
Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to clear that out. But like, what I was thinking to myself last night was, the whole, allowed Doom to be a game, the 3D implementation that they developed, was that existing prior to the idea of a game like Doom? Because really, at its core, it's just a first-person 3D perspective, which you could apply to any game, theme, whatever. And what I was thinking to myself was this something that Carmack was doing, and then Romero saw what Carmack was doing, was like, hey, I want to take this tool, this software you're building, and make it into this like death metal themed, like demonic killing game.
I don't think it was any one person. I mean, I think it just kind of evolved. I mean, they made Wolfenstein. I think they wanted to get away from cute. And then just when balls out, and I mean, like the art guys would take like pictures from like medical books of like skin and like wounds and shit to use as textures. And
yeah.
I think it just kind of evolved into that.
But I guess, well, the question is, did the 3D technology that Carmack developed, did that come out of the desire to make this demonic game, or was it that the technology existed and then they said, hey, let's apply this?
I'd say from Carmack's point of view, it's probably just another problem to solve, you know? I mean, I never asked him about this. I wish I did. But if you look at the last Commander Keen, before they made Wolfenstein, he had this like text scrolling in 3D like Star Wars at the end or the beginning. I forget. And that's almost the same logic behind like the Wolfenstein walls, the way they did it. And I think that led to that idea. Then Wolfenstein, it led to, like, oh, we could make the engine better. I mean, you know, that's how Carmack just progressed. You know, and then Quake was like real 3D, you know?
Yeah. So he was just developing in a more transcendent, well, not that word, but in a more general sense, he was just developing this technology because he was, you know, I don't know who, I know and it seems like you only know so much about Carmack as well, but, you know, it seems like he was just kind of trying to push the barriers of what's possible with the technology at the time.
Yeah, so, he just like to figure things out, you know?
If he was friends with like, if he had different friends, like if his reality was any different, he could have, someone else would have came to him and been like, you know, hey, let's take this technology that you're developing and make it into some other 3D whatever. Like it could have been something completely different.
Oh yeah, with different people, it could have been totally something different. Like in the first version of the music, Romero wanted it to sound like Alice in Chains, and you like Bobby Prince, the Dirt album, and the first versions of the music sound just like, it was like too close, and then Bobby had to change it, you know, because they probably get like sued or something.
Interesting.
He actually released those MIDI files. It's pretty cool. And then Bobby kind of just did his own thing with the music, but kept it kind of like, you know, close to like songs that they suggested, like heavy metal songs.
So because and kind of this like I don't know what made me like all this, like I was just thinking about all these random things and about just the history behind it, because it seems like,
well, it's like any game. Look at your own game. I mean, how it's evolved, you know? I mean,
yeah. I mean, like, so, but due to like what happened, right? What was I trying to get at? Because I was thinking about this. I was like, I mean, it probably wouldn't matter one way or the other, but it was like, what, I don't know how to word this, but like Doom, the way people see Doom, the way Doom is it's because of, it was a combination of two things. It was a combination of the kind of, the aesthetics of what Doom is, but it's that plus the technology behind what made how everyone sees Doom. It's the combination of those two things.
Well, yeah, it's like
and the thing is
a perfect band, you know, at the time.
Say what?
Like a band. I mean, like four guys find themselves together and they work together and they make something like a kid song, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I'm picky about who works on. You know, I gotta like spending like a lot of time picking people to work with.
Mm-hmm. And so, with that being said, like I was thinking to myself, like, so, I mean, I'm probably not saying anything new here. I'm kind of stating the obvious, but that kind of is. I was thinking about like, okay, yeah, so that's kind of where, you know, like maybe Carmack wanted to do something else with. I think that's the point that I'm trying to get at. Is maybe
Carmack
in
told me, he
Carmack's
goes,
mind-
as long as he's figuring out stuff, he doesn't really, he could be doing anything. He doesn't really care about the games as much as, you know, he's like, I
Right.
forget what reference he's. He goes, I could easily work at somewhere, and I forgot where, other than doing this. You know, he's like, just got to be challenged. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of the same way. If I'm not figuring out something that, you know, that's new or doing something different, I can't. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I know that thinking. And like, I know like they all wanted, like the art guys from Arrow, and they wanted to go to a more dark kind of game, and Tom Hall wanted to make more Commander Keen kind of stuff, and that's why he went to Apogee.
Right.
But and back then, I mean, any breakthrough is historic. You know, I mean, the market was not flooded with 10 billion games now like it is today. You know,
Yeah.
it's really hard to make something unique now. And even if you do, that's why it's cool having a publisher, because especially like, you know, when they got a link to the past, like Apogee and stuff. You know, because I mean, like my friends, like my old Popcat boss, he made like a bunch of really good games. But just like everybody else I know, you release them on the phones and stuff, and if it doesn't have a history, it sells for a while, then it tapers off. You know, and it's a weird. So I think this is going to work good though.
Yeah.
You get Apogee, who everybody knows from the past, and like Raptor's known from the past. You know, your game's getting a lot of press, you know, and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Turbo Overkill's killing it. That game is really cool. Sam is a machine, man. I gotta ask him, how many hours a day does he work?
Who?
Sam, the guy making Turbo Overkill.
Oh, he told you, or
No, but he's 99% of the he does the art, the programming, the everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good question to ask him.
And Turbo Over. And what I want to call it, I kept wanting to call it a different name. That and Dead Fury, I kept wanting to call it Raw Fury, and Turbo Overkill, I wanted to call Turbo Overdrive. That was it. What the fuck is that noise? Swear to God, there's somebody outside my window.
I looked at your webcam, and it looked like, well, before you turned around, like that, there's that black cloth that was behind you that kind of was moving.
And I kicked something. There was a shirt on the floor. I kicked off camera, so it didn't look like I'm a slob.
Is there a window in your room?
Yeah, the window's open.
Oh, there is. Okay, there is a window in your room, so you might be hearing something from outside, I guess.
Well, it's the I hope it's the middle storm window, whatever you call it, is kind of loose.
Okay. Because I could see, like, it looks like you have your window blinds closed, maybe, and so that's flapping because of the wind.
No, you can't see my window. It's behind me here, and I got a curtain over it. Otherwise, the light shines on it. You know, it ruins the camera stuff.
Yeah, I see part of it. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta move to a bigger place and have a room just for streaming. What time is it? 7:58. Whoa. Oh. I don't know what I Should have done this in the morning. Do you get like that? Like at the end of the day, you find it really hard to think?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I guess more often it's easier to, uh, sometimes I feel like it's easier to focus later at night because I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Sometimes I do work earlier in the day, and I think that's good because then when it gets, because sometimes I also notice when it's late, it is harder to think because you're just getting tired and your body's just telling you, like, you know, you don't have any more energy in you. You gotta go to sleep because you're out of energy. So you have to.
Yeah, if you take a nap, does that feeling goes away? Like you're all bright-eyed again. Like when I was like making like a demon star near the end, I wasn't hardly sleeping. I would just when I got tired, I'd take a 15-minute nap. That was it. And I'd wake up and start working.
Yeah.
I remember this feeling when I was a little kid. I mean, I'd be working on my Commodore 64, and I remember I'd go downstairs to say goodnight to my parents. I'd be looking around like everything seems so weird. Like I can't focus, but I almost feel like I'm on a drug or something. You know, like it's like really spacey feeling I get. Maybe it's because like it's like, you know, like you lift weights and your muscles get tired. Maybe you're like using your brain all day. Your brain gets tired.
Yeah.
I can't keep this one idea in my head right now. Layer start. Okay, that's the position of the center of the light. Or should it be the position? No. Let me load up. Gotta get this. Out of soda water. I'm out of Gatorade. It's too late for coffee. Let me think. What am I looking up? RGFX. Oh, that's light. Okay. Yeah, the light gets turned into a render light, which is per layer, and then render lights get turned into instance quads. Light data. No. That's okay. Wait. Float. Center Z. No, put it here. See, this is fucked up. This is totally... Maybe we should wait to finish this in the morning. No, I gotta get one thing here. I gotta get this. Render light stores the position of the layer it is. Yeah, layer times layer. Okay, that's right. Does this even compile? Oh God, I don't feel like fixing all this. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Hey Mike, are you still listening?
I bet you he is. I don't know.
You guys want to watch a movie?
Personally, not really. I need to focus on this stuff.
I wanted to work, but I just can't think. I gotta get in the habit of starting to stream right when I get up. Instead of this later in the day stuff when I'm already brain fried. I keep saying that, but it's like, it sounds so good at the end of the day, but then you wake up and you're like, man, I don't feel like talking to people. You know? I'm just gonna code. I'm just gonna code. But once I start, I mean, I used to procrastinate when I first started streaming because it was kind of nerve-wracking. And it felt like such a commitment. So I'd be like, have it all set up, ready to press a button and go, and it would take like an hour before I actually did it.
Mm.
How big of a sound was it? It sounds like somebody knocking on my damn window.
Chambozo.
Yeah, if I opened that fucking window and I saw a clown's face out there, I'm on the 4th floor or the 3rd floor. Yeah, one time they were painting outside the window. I woke up and there's people right outside my window. Then I walk in the next room, I'm in my underwear, and there's a guy on my porch painting the porch. I'm like, holy fuck! I like dove into the bathroom. That's my. I always worry about that now. Like when I get done streaming, like make sure you got cameras all over your place. Make sure they're all fucking off. That would be cool though to do one, like I mean maybe not an all day stream. Yeah, like an all day stream from the time I get up to the time I go to sleep. Surrender light.
I do a lot.
Oh
my gosh.
Equals. I can't do this. I'm gonna screw this up. I'm so afraid I'll screw this up. Ugh. Is anybody in the chat? Yeah, it's Saturday night. Most people are probably doing things, except for the game programmers.
That's my thing. I'm doing it.
I don't even care anymore about going out. Oh yeah, you're talking to me here. Yeah, I'm shutting this down. I don't want to screw it up.
Oh, there. He just like
The Rambozo symbol. Yeah, we gotta make some Rambozo emojis. like animated ones. Like a clown head popping up and then going back down or something. I do that now, but I just, God, I feel lazy as shit right now. I think I'm just gonna go watch TV. So, you stay, Andrew. I'm gonna end the stream.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. I'll stream tomorrow earlier, I promise. Peace. Yeah, they can't hear us anymore.